What up, y'all? Today is day 3 of 14 days of gratitude. Back here out on the Boise Greenbelt with my boy Rex. He's out here just roaming around and enjoying this rainy, snowy weather here in Boise. It's kind of crazy. I'm from San Diego, so well, I'm actually from here. I moved there 5 months ago, so I can't say I'm from San Diego, but I kind of feel like I am, with the sun and the beach. But anyway, today we're talking about the third day, which today I really had the inspiration to talk about forgiveness, because I think in order for us to be thankful, we have to be able to forgive as well. In my past at least, and I can't really speak for everyone, but I would say that there's probably a majority of people out there that struggle with being thankful because they're holding on to the past, they're holding on to some resentment, they're holding on to guilt even within themselves, like forgiving themselves. And that's what today's all about. Today is a really big chance for us to forgive who we've been. It's a chance for us to forgive those people who have hurt us in the past. That way we can move into the future with a clean slate, because we can't really move into the future fluently or with flow by holding on to the past and holding on to those things that don't bring us that good energy and those good vibes and produce anything positive in our life, because that negative resentment, that guilt and stuff only weighs us down. It's like we're holding that weighted vest on, but it's times 10 heavy, and we're not really getting anywhere. It hurts, it keeps us out of breath. It's it's just not healthy. So that's why I wanted to talk about it today. So previously we talked about the 3 stages of gratitude. We've got thinking, feeling, and believing. And then we talked about yesterday past, present, and future gratitude. So, what are you grateful for from the past? What are you grateful for now? And what are you grateful for in the future? Because when you repetitize, if that's even a word, you tend to create that belief or that reality. So, how do you forgive the past? This one has been a really big one for me. It's really transformed my life, because I used to be very resentful. I used to never take responsibility. I used to hold grudges and stuff like that. And so it affected my familial relationships, my friends, it affected the girls that I had attraction to. And so, through different experiments and just enough time being alone and researching self-development, self-improvement, and law of attraction and stuff like that, I came to the realization that I had to let go of all this stuff. One of the things that one of my mentors talks about, Dr. Joe Dispenza, he's a neuroscientist, and he talks about how our thoughts create our reality. So our thoughts create a chemical within the body that creates dis-ease, which is cancer or sicknesses. So our mind is in control of the physiology of our body. And with that understanding, we can take a look at how we've been thinking, because the way we think is how it influences the way we feel, and the way we feel influences the way we react. And so we can start to take a look at how we've been thinking. And if we've been thinking in the past, if we've been thinking about all those things that other people have done to us, or maybe even those things that we've done to other people that we haven't forgiven ourselves for, those types of thoughts create certain types of emotions within our body, and so therefore producing a certain type of result. And I'm sure you can assume what that would be if you're holding on to the past, if you're constantly like, oh, that person did me wrong, and and it's easier said than done. I'm not saying you gotta do this overnight. Rex, sorry. But you ain't gotta do it overnight, but it is a process. There's a process of becoming aware of the way you've been thinking and feeling. that's really the first step. Once you become aware of it, then you can say, all right, well, this isn't getting me the result I want. It's not making me feel good. How can I change it? What are the ways that I would think if I wanted to feel better, if I wanted to create a different result? And in order to do that, you got to forgive the past. You got to forgive those who hurt you, and you got to forgive yourself. You know, I'm sure all of us have hurt somebody at one time or another. I used to be very, I was like one of those jocks that cheated on all my girlfriends. Um, and so I've reflected that into my own reality and had that happen to me. But I have to forgive myself for that and move on, because that's no longer who I am. Or people that have cheated on me or hurt me in the past, or my business partners that tried to screw me out of different situations. I got to forgive them, because if I don't forgive them, what happens is I bring that energy into the next business partners, into the next relationships that I try to create. And so with that type of energy, you block yourself from all that good that's trying to come into your life. It's resistance. So when we're constantly like, oh, everyone is out to get me, business partners are no good. I'm sure you've probably heard that before if you're trying to own a business from someone else, maybe a family member that's like, oh, people screw you over. They're no good for you. You got to do it on your own. They've been hurt, and so therefore they're hanging on to the past and they won't let it go, so they can't move into the future. So that's what we're trying to do here with forgiveness. And when you forgive, like for example, one of my business partners did try to screw me out of a business opportunity, and whatever. That's not what this is about, but I forgave him right off the bat, but I didn't necessarily truly forgive him, and so I held on to it for a while. And then I was like, this was right at 2020, and I was like, you know what? If I go into 2020 with this energy, it's going to consume me, because it was. He had slept with my girlfriend, ex-girlfriend at the time, whatever. I'm not trying to give you all the background details, but it hurt, and it soaked up a lot of my energy, and it soaked up a lot of my vitality and what I was able to do. So I let it go. I texted him. I unblocked both of them and said, you know what? I forgive you both. Like, it is what it is. It happened. I'm not going to hang on to this any longer. And from there, I've been super thankful that they did that. I've been super grateful, because without that happening, I wouldn't have moved to San Diego. I would have still been with that girl. I would have still been with that business partner, trying to make it work. I'm thankful because it changed my life. It's everything in our life is a positive. Like, even if it's seemingly bad, right? If it hurts, someone hurts us, it's good. It's letting us know that that's not in alignment with who we're trying to attract into our life. And then what it does is it releases us from that thing that isn't good for us, and lets us go try to get that thing that is. So be thankful for that opportunity, but be aware that that is the opportunity. If you're not aware, you'll go find another relationship or business partnership identical to the one you just got out of. And the way to do that too is like, be specific on what you want. Like, what do you want in a woman or a man or a business partner or in your family, in your health, specific on everything. Because when you get specific, then you start attracting. When I moved to San Diego after all this, I met one of the most badass rad guys I've ever met, Nick Trevelyan, the Triumphant Life. You're going to go join that on Facebook. It's a private Facebook group where you're going to get a lot of value, and we're going to help you with a lot of different things. Nick Trevelyan, go follow him right now. In fact, that dude changed my life. He invited me out to speak at an event. I came, I spoke, and I never left. And he's always had my back, and those are the type of people that I want in my life. And he's introduced me to so many more people that have my back. I'm now in an inner circle that I never would have been in, with amazing gentlemen. So I couldn't be more grateful. So the point with all this is, how can we forgive the past? We look at it as a Come here. We look at it as a benefit to us. It's a blessing. But we also have to let it go. We have to put ourselves out. One of the analogies that I have been using lately is take out the damn trash. I have roommates, and neither of the other roommates seem to want to clean. And that's fine. I think that's typical with roommates. But you know, the trash stacks up, and everybody's like, oh well, he should take it out, or she should take it out. I'm not gonna take it out because I did it last time, or whatever the case may be. And nobody fucking takes the trash out. So you gotta take the motherfucking trash out yourself. Take the bag out, put it all in there, don't leave anything out, get all the extra bags, all the extra tissue, and take it all the way out. And do it every time. Don't wait for somebody else to do it. Oftentimes we are in these relationships where we expect the other person to tell us what we're feeling. You know, like, oh, he should tell me that he loves me, or she should tell me that she loves me, or whatever the case may be, but no one's saying it because they're both thinking the same thing. So take the trash out. Be the one that says, hey, look, I forgive you, I'm letting this go, even if it's one of the worst scenarios. I can't, like, there's a lot of bad scenarios out there, but give it a shot. Let it go. You're the only one that's suffering from it. You're the only one that's suffering from it. That's a key to remember. You know, if someone had cheated on you, they're probably not thinking about it, but you are. So forgive it. Forgive it. Let it go. Let yourself be attracted to those things that you really want for yourself. And you do that by letting go and being thankful for the things that you have. So, like I said, go join the Triumphant Life group. It's on Facebook. It's a private group. Nick Trevelyan is your man. You definitely want to link up with that guy. He is on a rampage right now. So go check out his content. The Triumphant Life on Facebook. Join that Facebook group. We're going to be coming out with some red hot fire to help you through these hard economic times, to, you know, give you the tools to really thrive and be happy and still create the reality that you want to create, that life that dream life, right? That's what we're all here for, to live our lives fully. So without further ado, go join that group. See me tomorrow for day 4. This is day 3. We talked about forgiveness, so you can be thankful. I hope this was helpful. If it was, leave a like, tag somebody, or share it with somebody that would get some value from this. And other than that, leave a comment. Let me know what your thoughts are. Thanks again. Peace.